Hi, this is Paul. I want to do a spoilers review of John Wick 2, which I saw yesterday. My spoiler-free review is up on my channel, my main channel, and the link is in the description if you want to watch that one. But this one I want to just talk specifics about John Wick 2, and specifically about basically what got him back into. Like I said, he, they had a nice, great opening scene of John Wick getting his car back and just kicking total ass. That opening sequence was beautifully shot. And just him kicking ass, getting hit by a car, just killing people and just causing general mayhem. And again, this Keanu Reeves just plays the part so well. But anyway, the gist of this movie was a guy comes to John Wick, a guy who he had a blood oath to. He made a blood oath years ago, and that helped him get out of the business. And so the guy basically had a marker, and he was a guy that was part of this mob situation, and he wanted John Wick to kill his sister so he could take her seat in this mob hierarchy. And so he wanted John to do it. Of course, John refuses because because of what the promise he made to his wife, and that he wanted to get out of that life and just live a simple life. But of course, the guy attacks John, blows up John's house, and basically John has to go and like I said, the guy Ian McShane's character basically tells him, "Listen, you made that blood oath, so you kind of have to honor it. He had your marker, so you have to honor it." So John reluctantly he goes to Rome and to basically do the do, kill the guy's sister. But of course, she knows when she sees him that her brother sent him, and she basically strips off her clothes. I don't know, this scene was a little extra for me, where she strips off her clothes and just slits her own wrist and lays in a pool. And of course, he shoots her in the head. But of course, the guy double crosses John Wick, of course, and basically tells him, "Listen, of course, thank you for completing your blood oath, you're free, but of course I have to avenge my sister." So they basically send people to kill him, and of course he has to kill them. And then it's open to the great sequence in the underground catacombs where he's basically killing. I think he killed about 100 people in those catacombs. And Ruby Rose is I think she works for like the Italian guy. She's like a mute assassin who works, like I think she's like his main bodyguard. But anyway, John Wick kills about 100 people in the catacomb before he gets away. And of course, Common, who plays an assassin, he's assigned to protect the female mobster that John Wick killed. And of course, so they have they recognize each other at the thing, and they have a great fight sequence where they basically fall into like the hotel, the neutral place, the Switzerland, or the place where they where they can't fight. And then of course they promise to see each other later, and of course they do, but later. But the gist of this movie is that John Wick basically is going after this Italian guy who's in charge of the seat, but he's part of this mob hierarchy, and of course he goes after this guy. Ian McShane warns him, telling him, "Listen, you know that if you go after this guy and you kill him, this mob hierarchy, they're going to come after you. That's just the way it is." So, but John Wick is John Wick, and he has to get his revenge. So he comes after this guy and usual and kills another 100 people to get him. And of course, this guy, this Weasley Italian guy, played really good by the actor. I forgot the actor's name, but he's a real good weasel. And he basically goes back to this, the neutral hotel. I forgot what the name of the hotel is, but he goes back there. And of course, John Wick, where he feels, Ian McShane warns him, said, "Listen, John, this is neutral. Put the gun down," even though the guy is taunting him because he knows in this place, you're not supposed to violate that rule where you're not supposed to, all beefs are not supposed to be in this hotel. This is supposed to be neutral ground. But the guy is basically taunting John Wick, and John Wick, just shows up and just blows him away and just says he's just finishing it. And the guy, Ian McShane, tells him, "What have you done?" He said, "I finished it." And then, he walks away, and then, of course, he gets called back. And the great scene at the end where John, oh yeah, I forgot to mention earlier, after he killed the guy's sister for him, he put a contract, the contract, well, he actually put a contract on John Wick, I think, before, right? Did he put a contract on him before? Yeah, he put a contract on him right after he killed the guy's sister and he got away. He put a contract, I think a $7 million contract, so all the assassins would be after John Wick. and John Wick kind of gets Lawrence Fishburne's character, another guy with contacts, to help him get to the place, to the museum where he can kill the Italian guy. But anyway, he's in the park at the end with Ian McShane, and Ian McShane basically tells him, "Listen, John, you violated the rule of the thing, so I can't offer you sanctuary anymore. Okay, and the mob is coming after you." He basically tells him, "Listen, I bought you in like an hour's time before everybody's gonna come after you." And basically, he sends a message out that John Wick no longer has sanctuary anymore. He's banned, basically, he's excommunicated because he violated the rule of that place, that hotel. He violated the rule by killing the Italian guy there. And basically, John Wick, in the next movie, he's going to have everybody coming after him. That's basically going to be the gist of the third movie. So, which I think is going to happen is John Wick is going to have to he'll do something. Actually, what happened is Ian McShane, John Wick is going to be indebted to him because he basically delayed everybody coming after him for. Basically, gave John Wick a warning, basically saying you got an hour before everybody comes after you. There's gonna be an open contract on you, and everybody's gonna be after you to kill you. And that's when John Wick says the line that you see in the trailer. When they come, I'll kill all of them, basically, which I totally believe. And Keanu Reeves just owns this part, and I absolutely loved it. Okay, but anyway, I can't wait to part three. Part three should be kick ass, and I think Common, who basically he got John Wick. They had a great fight on the train, and John Wick shoved the knife in his heart and basically told him, "Listen, if you pull the knife out, you're gonna bleed out." So you see, he leaves him like that. You see Common on the train with the thing in his chest and him sitting there. So I'm assuming that Common's gonna probably be in part three, and he's probably gonna come and help John Wick, exactly, because they made a big deal about John Wick basically doing the same thing to Lawrence Fishburne's character, and they hint about it. Well, they talk about it that he did that to him. They snuck up on him in an alley and basically sliced his throat. But he told him, if you don't come after me, you can save yourself. But if you're gonna bleed out. So basically, that's the reason Lawrence Fishburne's character helps him, because he helped him in the past when he could have killed him. So, and I think that's the same thing that's going to happen in the future with the third part with Common. So anyway, I'm looking forward to part three. It should be kick-ass. I love part two. Anyway, one of the best movies of the year, in my opinion. Anyway, let me know what you think of John Wick. This is, again, a spoilers review. Let me know what you think of it. Feel free to leave comments down below. If you like this review, please hit the subscribe button down below. And this is Paul saying so long. Take care.